Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my home in Livingston, Montana. Okay, I looked kind of weird this morning. I realized I got a Band-Aid right here. Believe it or not, I still use a straight razor to shave. And if you get carried away with that straight razor, you can nick yourself, and that's what I did. Okay, I'm not here to talk about shaving. What I'm here to talk about is how many of you folks out there in this audience, my small little audience, know how to make true cowboy coffee? I'm waiting for the answer. No, I'm just kidding. Do you know how to make true cowboy coffee? Because I'm betting that probably 9 out of every 10 people that watch this video haven't a clue of what I'm talking about. Okay, here's some of the best tasting and the most powerful coffee that you can make especially when you're out hunting, camping, and that kind of stuff. You can actually do this in your house too if you wanted to, but yeah, okay. You get you a coffee pot. This is my wife's teapot, but you get one of those old coffee pots. You guys remember those old blue coffee pots with the white specks in them and the wire that for the handle, and it had a little top and no strainer. That's the key. You get you a coffee pot you don't need no strainer or percolator or none of that. Just a coffee pot to boil water in. Okay, you got that? This one right here only holds about a gallon, but the old boy that taught me how to make cowboy coffee for real, because I've been taught several different ways, but this old guy was a Native American. He was 72 years old at the time. His name was Vince, as a matter of fact. He's long since passed on, but I used to go elk hunting with this old boy, and he definitely knew how to make cowboy coffee. But you take you a regular standard coffee pot, not an electric coffee pot, one that you put over a fireplace or whatever have you. Doesn't matter what size it was, because the one that Vince had was a great big blue and white jobber. It probably held about 2.5 gallons of water. I'm not kidding you. It was a big thing, But what you do is you fill your coffee pot up with water. That cold, fresh water, okay? And, well, basically what you're going to do is you're going to take some coffee like this. This is some good old generic Folgers, or you don't have to use any fancy Italian coffees or any espresso or any of this kind of stuff. In fact, the more generic the coffee is, probably the better off you are. Just get regular ground coffee, okay? Now, what you're basically going to do is you're going to take this, you're going to fill this up about 2/3 the way with water. 2/3 the way up with water on this coffee pot. Then you're just going to take your regular grind coffee here, like this here deal, and you're going to put in a couple of scoops, 2 or 3 scoops. You see the size of this? It depends. I can't give you a teaspoon measurement because it depends on how strong you want your coffee. The more coffee you put in there, then naturally, the stronger the coffee's going to get. But like on a pot like that, I would suggest about 2 of these, spoonfuls or whatever have you. But put in your desired amount of coffee. You'll get better at this if you do it a few times. But you take this guy right here that's got 2/3 full of water and your coffee grounds that you've just got done pouring in here, and you let this set overnight. Did you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? You don't do nothing with this. You let this set overnight. The next morning, you pop up at bright and early at 4:30. For you elk hunters, you know what I'm talking about. For you fly fishermen, you probably know what I'm talking about. For some of you people, you have no idea what 4:30 in the morning is. I said some of you. Don't get mad. Stop typing. Don't get pissed off. But anyway, you take this coffee, this water, and coffee ground mixture that's been setting all overnight, and you put it on the burner. It can be on a fireplace. It can be on a propane burner in your camper. It can be on your stove at home or whatever have you. Okay, you get this mixture in here boiling, and I mean boiling. You boil it, you bring it to a boil with the coffee grounds sitting there on top. But if you look in there, you're going to see them getting all stirred up and agitated and everything. But you boil them for approximately no less than 5 minutes, and no more than about 7 minutes, I'd say. There's no use in cooking this coffee to death, but you want to boil it for a good 5 minutes, okay? You take this pot right here and you set it off somewhere cool, anywhere. A spare table, a coffee table, anywhere. Somewhere where, but you put it, what you're going to do is you're going to cool down this coffee for about, I want to say right around no more than 10 minutes. No more than 10 minutes, because Cowboy coffee's a fast little deal, you know what I mean? Get them elk hunters out there. Get them fly fishermen out there. That's the whole idea. Now, you take this after it's set for about 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes, and you open up the top and you simply take a cold, I said cold. I'm going to repeat this again. Cold. I mean as cold as you can possibly get. 1 cup of water. This is an oversight. This is big. This is like 2 cups, but I just grabbed this for emphasis purposes or whatever. I mean, but you take approximately, none of this stuff is scientific. You don't have to do no measurement or nothing. But you take at least a cup of cold water, and this coffee mixture that's been sitting here, cooling down and whatnot, you pour that in there, and what this cold water will do, it will instantaneously cause them grounds that are floating all over the place to sink right straight to the bottom of this pot. Did you get that? This cold water right here that you've just added in there, do you want to put too much in, about a cup or it'll do you, will take these hot grounds and force them right straight to the bottom. Then you are ready to serve your Cowboy coffee. It's that simple. Of course, some people like cream, sugar, whatever have you. But as that coffee goes down, of course, the thicker and the gooier it gets down here towards the bottom. She gets pretty rough. But if you do just what I told you to do, it'll settle them coffee grounds down and poop. That's all there is to it. It's just a 1, 2, 3 type of a deal. And if you didn't understand what I said, play this movie over again and you'll catch right on. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. This is exactly how you make Cowboy coffee. We'll see you on down the trail. Take care of yourselves.